guys, welcome to my channel again. I know I've been posting a lot recently, but I figured I might as well do this. So today we're going to be doing a Tpot tier list. There's a lot less characters in here than I thought there would be. Yeah, this is supposed to be every character. I'm not sure if this actually is. It doesn't look like that many. But maybe I'm just dumb. So yeah, we're just gonna rank them. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna start with the strongest team on Earth. So alphabetically, first up we've got basketball, and I'm not really. I like her personality. I think she's very fun. I'm not sure if she's gonna make it very far, honestly, but I feel like she's pretty smart, and I like her character with, you know, a pretty, not very much passion, but I do like her character a lot. And her arc with Robot Flower is very fun, and I like how she treats Grassy. I'm gonna put her in A tier, because she's pretty good character. Not the greatest, but pretty good. And next we've got Belle. I don't really like Belle. I know that's probably an unpopular opinion, but I don't like her that much. I think she's kind of boring, and yeah, I don't have much to say about her. Next up we've got Eggy, and I'm gonna get blocked for this, but I'm putting her in D tier. There's nothing memorable about her, and I just really don't like her at all, honestly. She's kind of boring, and she got out pretty early. She doesn't really have a character. Next we've got Grassy. You know, a lot of people don't like Grassy because he's, like, one of the kid characters, but I actually think he's pretty neato. I think he's pretty fun, and, you know, I like how he's getting more of a character instead of just being, I'm Grassy! So, yeah, I'm putting him in B tier. He's pretty okay. I don't mind him. He's getting better. Next we've got Robot Flower. Robot Flower is one of my favorites. She's actually like my 6th favorite of the girls, so I'm gonna put her in A tier, but above basketball, actually, because I actually like her more than basketball. Next up we've got, where is he? Got Snowball here. Not a huge fan of Snowball. He's not super memorable, in my opinion. I don't mind him. I'm gonna put him in C tier as well, because I'm not a super big fan. And last up for this team, we've got Foldy. Honestly, she's not memorable at all. D tier. I have no opinion on her. And next up, we're gonna go for Are You Okay?, which is the team that unfortunately just lost one of my favorite characters. But we're gonna start with Golf Ball. She is one of my favorites. She's not my favorite, but she is one of my favorites. And I think she's got a really fun personality. She's pretty good in challenges, and although I'm pretty upset about her arc with Puffball, you know, in both seasons that she was in, I'm gonna put her in B tier, because she's pretty good, but she's not the best. She has a lot of improving that could happen. She has a lot of improving to do. And the same goes for Tennis Ball. I think he's kind of boring. He doesn't really have a personality outside of Golf Ball, so. But we do have a new friend group forming within Are You Okay?, which is pretty nice. But until that gets developed, I'm gonna put him in B tier. I just don't find him to be all that interesting, at least right now. And next up we've got TV. Honestly, I was expecting TV to get out because he doesn't really do anything. Just in my opinion, he doesn't really do anything. He's kind of bland. But he's not as bland as Eggy or Foldy, so I'm gonna put him in C tier. Next up, we've got Eraser, who's honestly one of my favorites. Like, he's my second favorite out of the guys, I think. But honestly, that was all because of Teardrop, and now that she's gone, I don't really have all that much to say about him anymore. I did like him. I liked his arcs, and I liked his personality. And as long as Pen stays in, I feel like he could have a lot going on with him. There's a lot of potential. I just don't think he's, gonna make it very far. Given how he doesn't have much going on right now. People are not gonna vote for him because he's not part of anything anymore. Next up we've got Fries. I really hate Fries. This is just my opinion. Remember, don't bash me for this, but this is all just my opinion. I do not like Fries. I think he is very boring and kind of bossy, especially in BFDIA. I know this isn't BFDIA, this is Tpot, but I don't care. I don't like Fries. We've also got Pen. I love Pen. He is my top favorite out of all the guys. A tier. There are more, trust me, there are more. There are better characters, but out of all of the guys, he is my top. Puffball, I really liked Puffball. I kind of miss her. She could have done so much better things if she wasn't eliminated. A tier. Next up, we've got the S, and starting out with one of my favorite characters, Bottle! We're gonna put her right at the top of A tier, because she's Bottle! What else can I say? Next up, we've also got Cloudy, and honestly, again, he's not super memorable. He had something in BFB, but he's boring. D tier at best. We've also got... Where is he? Here he is. We've got Clock, who I actually really think he could have done some better things. I don't like how he treated Winner, but he could have done worse. He could have done a lot worse, and I think he's gonna go right next to Golf Ball in B tier. We've got Ice Cube up next, and I've never really liked Ice Cube. Not even in BFDIA, which was honestly her best season. I think she's got a lot of potential, sure, but I don't really have any strong feelings towards her. If she gets eliminated, sure, okay. If she makes it into the merge, alright, sure. I'm gonna put her in C tier. I don't really mind her. I don't have any super strong feelings. Rocky, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Hold on. Oh, god damn it. Oh, okay, good. How the oh, there. Okay. There we go. That's my opinion on Rocky. There's my opinion on Rocky. Next we've got Winner. Honestly, they're one of my favorite characters so far. They have a lot of potential, and I like their personality. I think they're pretty fun, and they're gonna make it far. But they're gonna go in B tier, because there are better characters out there. And last up on the S, I think we've got Yellowface. Meh. He's alright, I guess. Could be better, could be worse. Alright, now I'm gonna save my favorite teams for the last, which means we're gonna go on to Just Not first. So, up on Just Not, we have Bommy. Honestly, I kind of like him. He's not awful. He's a lot better in Tpot than he was in BFB and BFDIA. He was really bland, but he's actually got a personality, and I like how he stood up to Pillow in Tpot 9. I think that was very heroic, and you'll find out my opinion on Pillow soon. So I'm gonna put him in A tier. He's good. Next up, we've got Book. I kin Book. She's me, and I am her. And I like her in Tpot. She's pretty neat. She's pretty neato. She could be better. A lot of these characters could be better, but she could be worse. So I'm going to put her right up here in B tier as well. Next up, we've got Cake. Cake is boring. There, I said it. He's boring. The only personality he had was being a loser fanboy. And that's not even a thing anymore because Loser got eliminated twice. So, Cake is boring. He has no personality, and I'm honestly kind of glad he got eliminated. Hate me if you want. It's just my opinion. Next up, Nayli. I kind of liked Nayli. Not gonna lie, she was neat. But I'm not sad she was eliminated. She doesn't really stand out to me as a character. She was cute, don't get me wrong, and she had a nice gimmick with being a nail, but she's only okay. We've also got Nickel. Rest in pepperoni. II is better without him. Now, in Tpot, I have no strong opinions towards him whatsoever. Honestly, I really don't care that he's gone. Well, okay, spoilers. He's gonna get eliminated in Tpot 10. If the voting results are right. Which they probably aren't. Because they never really are. Because the writers like changing things. Flower. So, honestly, I think I'm going to put him right at the top of C tier. He's nice. But he doesn't stand out to me at all. Pillow. Oh boy, where do I even start with Pillow? I hate Pillow. Half the fandom loves her, half the fandom hates her. You know, I'm one of the half that hates her. I hate Pillow with a passion. She does not deserve to have gotten this far. The only reason she stayed is because 14-year-old people, not calling anyone out, but the only reason that she's still in is because people liked that she was a psychopath. But now that now that the writers have realized that people like her because she's a psychopath, that's her only personality trait, and it's gotten annoying. She's caused her team to lose twice now, just because she's Pillow. And honestly, I would not be upset at all if she got eliminated. So I'm gonna put her in the same tier as Rocky, because I hate her so much that she deserves to be with him. Anyway, next up we've got Price Tag. I don't mind Price Tag. They're alright. C tier. Okay, next up we've got Teardrop. Where is Teardrop in this list? She's not in this list. Okay, well, if you're wondering, I do put her in B tier. She was one of my favorites. Actually, I put her in A tier. She was one of my favorites when she got eliminated, but she was honestly just getting overpowered. And I did like her. I thought she was a very creative character and very fun to have around. But I don't have any strong opinions towards or against her leaving the team. Or leaving the show, because she was the only one on her team. I don't really care. I mean, I care, obviously. I just don't mind. I don't have any strong feelings, and I feel like she's... Honestly, it's kind of better that she's gone. I didn't really care for her in the first place. So, I loved her. Don't get me wrong. She was my second favorite. Until she got eliminated. But, I don't know. I just don't really... I don't mind that she's gone. I mean, I like that she's gone. And I liked when she was here. I just don't really mind that she's gone. You know? I don't mind. It was her time to go anyway, and I'm glad she took it well. She took it in stride. She left with dignity. And really, that's all you can ask for. So, overall, I think I'm going to put her in A tier. She was a good character, and I liked her. But it was her time to go. Yeah. Next up, we've got teammates. My least favorite of my favorite teams. Up first, we've got Barfbag. I don't mind Barfbag, but she's bland. She's very bland. She doesn't really have a personality, in my opinion. I wouldn't mind if she was gone. I wouldn't mind if she stayed. I'm gonna put her in D tier. I don't think she deserves to win, but I also don't think she deserves to leave quite yet. I don't really have an opinion of her. Next up, we've got Coiny. Coiny. A tier. Right at the top. Right at the top. Right at the top of A tier. With all the other besties. Do I even need to explain it? Look at my profile picture. We've also got Donut. I hate Donut. F tier. Okay, I feel like I should explain this one a little bit. I don't hate Donut. I just don't really like him. I really don't like him. He's not my favorite by a long shot. He might actually be near the bottom of my list. But I don't hate him. I just don't like him. I don't like him in BFB. I don't like him in BFDIA. And I didn't really, I didn't see anything interesting in him until, like, Tpot 8, question mark. I mean, it's cool that he lost his arms, I guess. But we've already gone through that with another character, who I will get to in just a moment. We've already gone through that, and you know what? I wouldn't care if he left. I think it would actually be pretty nice if he left. I'm gonna put him in C tier, because I don't like him, but I also don't really hate him. He's not bad. He's just not good. Next up, we've got Gaty. I like her relationship with 2. I think it's a good aspect of her personality. She doesn't really have anything going on besides that, though. She joined the teammates just because she was a zigzag, and she doesn't have very much, She doesn't have very much. I think she's cool, she's just not awesome. I'm gonna put her in C tier. And next up, we've got Needle. One of my favorites, but definitely not my favorite by far. She's Needle. I like that she's getting more development in BFDIA, but she's not really got much going on in Tpot. I'm gonna put her in C tier as well. Right there. And I think that's it. That's all I can really say about her personality. She doesn't really have one. It's a shame, though. Because I feel like she could be really good if people just, if the writers especially just put a little bit more time into giving her screen time and personality. I might actually like her a little bit more. Next up, we've got Saw. And I really loved Saw. I miss her a lot. But I do have to agree when people say that her only gimmick was her 8 thing. It was pretty nice while it lasted, but overall, I'm kind of glad that she left. I miss her, but I agree. I think it was about time. I'm gonna put her right there. Right in the middle of B tier, because she's average, as a character should be. And last up on teammates, we've got Pin! I fucking love Pin! S tier! Straight to S tier! I love you, Pin, so much! I love you! Okay, our last team, before we move on to... Oh, wait, I should also do 2. 2, B tier. They're 2. There's not much you can do. That was me slapping my knee, by the way. I'm sorry, I'm really dumb. Okay. Okay. On to Death Pact again. My second favorite team. Actually, might be my favorite team. Up first, we've got Black Hole. He's Black Hole. He's pretty okay, but I don't really have any super strong opinions towards him. I'm gonna put him in A tier because I do like him. I just don't see very much in him. I don't think he's gonna make it to the merge. He's gonna end up being like 26th or something, I don't know. He's not gonna make it very far. Lightning. One of my favorite characters. I think he's my 3rd favorite of the boys. I'm gonna be honest. I miss him a lot. He could have added so much more to the team if he was still here. But I'm glad he left because it allows for so much more development with the rest of Death Pact. He was a good character. But I'm glad he left. You'll put him in B tier. Actually, I'm going to move Golf Ball. She's going to go at the bottom of B tier. She's going to make it far, but she's not going to win. We've also got Marker. I do not like Marker in the slightest. He's boring, and he's holding the team back. D tier. He's only still in because kids like him. And, I guess that's fine. But I personally don't really like him all that much. We've got Pi. Where is she? There she is. Pi. I'm gonna be real. I don't care for Pi at all. She doesn't have a personality because she was never given the chance to develop. She didn't do anything in BFB, and she was the first to leave in Tpot, so she wasn't really allowed to get development. And I think that's kind of okay. Because sometimes you just gotta have a throwaway character. Someone who leaves the show first to give more room to others. That's okay. That's fine. Next up on Death Pact again, we've got Remote. One of my favorites. Okay, I know I've said that for a lot of them, but this one's actually one of my favorites. She's like my 8th favorite girl. I love her. A tier. I really miss her. I really miss Remote. And we've got Tree. That's not Tree. There's Tree. If I had a dime for every time something that was part of the world came alive and competed and had an Australian accent, I would have 2 dimes. Which isn't a lot, but it's good that it happened twice, because he was one of my favorites. I also think it's really fun how he's just kind of stuck to the canal. it does also add a lot to the team. He doesn't right now, but the fact that he's stuck to the canal does. And last but not least, Fanny. A tier. S tier. S tier. She is by far my favorite. And I don't care what anyone else says. I shouldn't have to explain myself. Who was that? Okay. So, yeah. I shouldn't need to explain myself. That's my tier list. Also, with the recommended characters, I don't have any opinions towards any of them at all. So I'm not gonna include them. Except for Rubber Spatula. A tier. Just for the joke. Just for fun's sake. I like him. So, yeah, there's my Tpot tier list. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. I know this was a really long one with a lot of ranting for the amount of characters that are in here. This'll definitely change. I know that it will change because my opinions change all the time. Fanny and Pin are gonna stay at my S tier, but I'm not sure about the rest of them. They might move, they might not. But I think that's just about it. Yeah. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye. Make sure to like and subscribe. Smash that like button. And ring that notification bell to stay up to date on all my newest videos. No, but seriously, please do that. Alright, bye.